I forgot to go fill up my water. I'll have to go do that soon then. Water consumption. So today's a Friday. I want to make the schedule based on Sundays. So that's something to consider. Hey Oscar, welcome. Hope you are doing well. Should it be like end of the work week? Fridays. That way I could make it so that I'm doing stuff in advance on the weekend, and then throughout the week I'm then checking stuff. Otherwise I end up just leaving it till the end of the week, right? Whereas if you start it on Friday, then you're getting it. You make sure that everything's finished on Friday, and then you start work on the weekend. Because I don't think I'll be doing much work throughout the week and then finishing stuff up on the weekend, right? But I mean that uses my weekends though, hey? To a certain extent. No, but then that's why I'm making a start, right? And if I make a start on the weekend when I have the most time, then throughout the week we'll be able to just work through things. I think that's a good plan. So, you know what? Let's make it so that I can do stuff as well. You know, okay. So, have you ever heard of a Gantt chart? I think that's how you call it, how you say it. So, I could probably find an online generator for it, but I'm lazy. This is even lazier. But basically they like color code stuff based on how well you're doing and how well you can schedule, right? So we could use a system like that, perhaps. So I think that they've got one for, so being on time, right? On time is, let's make that yellow. How are you today? I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Some of the music's like louder than other. Again, I'll have to like manually adjust everything. If any of the tracks ends up too quiet or too loud, let me know. I'm basing everything based on like 60 on my side. Like you can probably hear the volume toggle here. Anyway, I've been doing well though. How about you? We'll make this. Oh, hold on. Should I make a highlight? I thought there was a way to like specifically toggle highlights. Oh, it's fine. So late's that, very late after a week, and like we're gonna hope this never happens, right? Just hope this doesn't happen. But we can barely even read it. That's how bad it is. Very early. Before a week. Early. Within previous week. So then we can have this be. Should we make it blue? Turquoise it says, and then we can make this on green, right? Or should I swap them? Which one's like better? Which one makes you feel more? Green is like you're in the clear, right? Blue's like, is blue like above and beyond? Nah, it's like me, right? I'm green. I can do better. We'll make green like the very special one. So this is our starting point, right? I don't have a long-term finish goal. Is one thing. So we'll see. Okay. Hi Rito, welcome. And Bruno, Puyo. Hey there. Welcome everybody. So, this is when we're just establishing the start. First tutorial complete. So, I want a fixed development cycle, right? Like, for example, I might make it like this. This is an idea. A week for script writing, and then starting the storyboarding. The next week will be doing the storyboarding and the video editing instructions. I didn't do those on stream actually, but like that's where I did stuff to send to Void. That's where I like instructed him how he should put the video together. So I think storyboarding and that take a little while because I need like all the images and stuff. Scripting takes a little while because I want to draft it by people and stuff as well. Then we have, you know, the week for video recording. And honestly, if I just sit down and do it all in one session, like, it takes like I don't remember how long it took me, like an hour or probably like 2 hours, right? It took 2 hours to like make it good. It was only 1 hour, I don't know. But if I just sit down for a session, I can do it all at once, right? But it's just setting that time aside is stuff, right? Unless you're making yourself stick to a schedule. And then a week for like the video editing. I don't want to rush Void, so the plan is like, if I can do the video recording stuff faster, then it gives Void more time to work, and then, you know, feedback for the video itself and stuff like that. So then it gives us like about a month for the development cycle, right? But we can adjust over time, right? Like we can set goals depending on how long things actually take. Because you know what, this first tutorial, I don't know how long it took for me to make. Like legitimately, I just was really slow. I was just really slow. But yeah, that's my current sort of idea. Because a week for every step isn't, like, not every step is equal, right? So we'll see. Let's see here. Hi, Hambota. So what is this? Ah, yes, sword. So achievement. What's achievement? Like making a schedule is achievement. Honestly, this is something I should have done earlier, but like I didn't. I didn't make a schedule to do the schedule. Make a schedule for making the schedule. So that's my problem, right? I also need to like I've never really done this, right? I always used my uni or school diary to keep track of my assignments and stuff. But like if you're gonna work on stuff on yourself, right? You want self-improvement. You should probably write more stuff down for yourself, right? Like Xenix has talked about this a bunch, and I've talked about this too. But I think, you know, I should follow up more for more of my stuff. Keep things a bit more organized, you know? Like, there's a bunch of Puyo events I'm entering soon, and I need to set all of that out. That way, it's easier for me to plan other events too, right? Like, you know, oh, on this day I'm doing this anyway, right? And then work around it so I don't forget stuff. Like, a lot of the time I just keep it in my head. But, like, believe me, I work so hard to keep it in my head, because I just repeat it to myself, like, every day. I'm just making sure, like, what day is it, what do I have coming up. But if I should just write it down. It's a lot less stressful that way, right? So I should do that with this. I don't know, like Japanese it's kind of hard because I don't really have a way to track my progress. It's sort of like, you can't force yourself to remember something faster, really. Like, if you're studying it for something, yes. But I don't know if that's practical to use for like language learning, so I don't know if I can do that with my Japanese. But especially with these tutorials, this is one big thing that I need to make sure we're getting work on. Itachi just posted a video tutorial on stairs, Japanese only. I guess I've read it might be useful. That's handy. I'll definitely have a look at that one then and see if I can edit some stuff in my stairs guide. Only 5-chain yet though, but he might be making a series. That's exciting. Played Touch Speed and practiced the 6-3 stack. Very nice. And then 1 hour. Nice. You need to make a 5-minute audio for uni. It took me ages. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm doubting. I'm like, there's no way it was just an hour. It's probably more like 2. But yeah, no, it's tough and better. So right at first, but as I kept playing, I slowly went back to my old ways. Yeah, and that's important, right? Play slowly so that you don't like. You might be tempted to just play fast and go for Tetrises, but again, the point is to maximize your efficiency. It's how many not Tetrises can I build? Like, just build a bunch of T-spins on top of each other. See how efficiently you can do it. Because again, like in my sprint run, I think it was only 3 line clears that went T-spins, so it's good. Good practice. Puzzle took ages? Yeah, exactly. Hi, Boo. There's always a schedule possible. Exactly right. But like, it's just hard to like. The problem with the schedule is that, I mean, the good thing about creating a schedule is that you're creating goals that are measurable, right, and specific, which is part of like a good goal setting, right? You want specific and measurable goals, because when you start thinking of like, I've talked about this about ranked, right? Like ranked is not a useful metric for that sort of thing. But if you're working on your own skills, if you set yourself skills and time periods and stuff, I should do this for Puyo as well, actually, like my own practice. If I want to learn certain skills in Puyo, I should set times and like, you know, set certain days where I'm checking replays and stuff. I'm noticing so many flaws in my lifestyle. Existential. It's gonna get to that point. You better schedule at least a little. Even if in the end the schedule doesn't fit, you make more if you at least plan on doing it. Exactly right. Right? Like, even if I'm like way earlier, or even if I do go off course, at least like, then I feel more motivated, right? This, again, I know I've talked about a lot of this and I ramble about it a lot, but I think it's important for people to know, right? Like, motivation isn't your friend. Really. Like, it just appears in bursts. So you need to discipline yourself, and this is a good way to do so, right? Scheduling stuff. Hi Grass, welcome. Writing down stuff is a lot of work. It's not that much work. It takes like 10 minutes. 10 minutes and you get like a year of benefit. I swear, I'm gonna sit here and like it'll take like 20 minutes and we're gonna have, this is gonna set us up for the next year or something. It's crazy good. It's pro. Now, has it ever been not a lot of work? Well, at least it's good work if you enjoy them. If you're enjoying like what you're working towards, yeah. I'll send his statue video on on Discord. Thank you. Appreciate it. In the end, my uni audio had a thick Scottish accent. I was like, yeah, whatever. Don't want to do it again. Fair enough. Notice flaws in myself too a lot. I mean, it's important to notice them and take action, right? Like, that's the thing. I'm talking about like all these flaws, but we're working towards bettering ourselves, and that's important. I'm slow, so turtle boo. That's why he was a Koopa. Yeah, but like, even if you're slow, like, okay, let's say 10 minutes, right? Let's say you take like, even just 3 times longer, right? You take half an hour to write stuff down. Again, you're spending half an hour, and you get a year's benefit out of it. Like, the long-term benefit is just so good. You have to like treat yourself like you're someone else, right? Like, think about how you're setting stuff up for someone else. You would set aside like half an hour to help someone with something, right? Set aside half an hour to set up your own stuff, right? This might be you with art, for example, even. But like, with anything, really. Again, I said even with my own Puyo play, I should probably start, like, if I want to get better at it, I've got to properly train stuff. So yeah. Like, even like making it so that every week I have to do like an hour of this, an hour of that, you know? Like an hour of chaining practice and then an hour of like at least 1 first to 30 or something. Like, setting goals like that per week might actually be really helpful for me. And like analyze one big replay or you know, analyze a certain amount of games, hit like a certain quota. I think you're doing focused practice, right? That's one thing as well. Like, everything's focused. When I talk about goals being measurable and specific, they're focused. You know what you want to do. You're not going on ranked and slamming your head into the wall and hoping you get better, like I've been doing for the past like 5 years. It got me somewhere, it doesn't get everyone anywhere. And I just got lucky. They ended up bashing my wall in the right places. So, point is, plan stuff, figure stuff out, set goals, and you'll be happy. Turtles are cute? Yeah, exactly. They slide down hills on their belly. I don't think that's just turtles. Feeling today in productivity, which I haven't felt in a long time. Feeling where you step back and go, I drew that. Oh, so epic. The moments where you can step back and pat your back. It's good, isn't it? Hi there, Nate. Welcome. Grass in the garden feels the same every spring. Grass gets always motivational and wants to grow faster. I don't want to cut grass every 2 weeks. That's like me and my hair. I swear, it grows too fast. Anyhow, how long have I been like not doing stuff? It's only be 15 minutes. It's okay, and we've got like plenty of time today. I'm not doing much tomorrow. I don't think. Am I? I don't remember. I swear I was doing something. I know I'm doing something on Sunday. I'm heading out to the city with my sister on Sunday. Tomorrow I don't really have much like earlier in the day. That's not what I meant to press. I had my fingers resting on there. Okay, so because the problem, not the problem. The one big thing with this is that I want to set up when I'm doing stuff, but also I need to know when I'm uploading stuff, and I want to give people time to do subtitles. I don't know how long subtitles actually take. I imagine you have to like sit there for a while though, because you're basically retyping the script, right? And that takes a while. And translating it takes a while too. So like, I think I can do a few things at once, right? So take one day. I guess sit down and do it in one session as well, Hembodo, right? But I want to give people like a certain amount of time so that like I don't want to like give it to them one day and be like, by the end of today you have to finish this. That would be rude, right? Yeah, you're right. I'll give them the script and they add the subtitles. But the thing is, you need to be able to also. I mean, you're doing the subtitles in Void, right? I think it's just you two. It's just you two, hey. You're right though. I'll get you the once I upload the first one. This will be a bit of a test to see how this goes. So complete. Start work on part 2. Part 1 complete. You know, I want to be consistent with this wording and make it just easy to follow. Start work on part 2. So 12th. Okay, how about part 1 video complete. Send for subtitles. Upload part 1. Should I do it all in one line, or should I like line them up as different things? I think this will be a bit easier. Hold on. Because they're separate goals, right? So then I can highlight stuff along the way and then sort of, I don't know how to say. I wonder how YouTube subs work now since the community option is gone. Yeah, I think everyone just sends stuff through and I have to upload them. Bulu Acliv 2 as principal. I always need a Bulu Acliv chat. Yes, that's right. I think that's why I said Void in you, because you then talk to Acliv about it, which is, I appreciate that. So maybe next week, upload part 1. So the videos will go up every... every like second week of the month then? Maybe. Okay, so start scripting on part 2. Scripting for part 2. Right. Warning for part 2. Or do... Should I be setting when I start stuff or when I finish stuff? I don't... Because the thing is, right, okay, so let's say it's the 19th. Because then it'll be start recording for part 2, which implies that I need to finish part 1. I don't really understand. How does this work? How do people set goals like these? Start makes more sense? I guess it makes more sense, right? It gives you more direction. Oh, but like end also gives you direction. I don't get it. What's the standard? I actually don't know what the standard is, if there is one. Or maybe people just do it differently. I don't know. Do you know how long each video will be? The first one was what, 6 to 7 minutes, was it? I don't exactly remember. Around about then. Say finish, you don't know when to start. But when you finish something, then you start the next. Scripting finished. See, that's the thing. Okay, so we'll say start implies that the last one was finished. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sambodo. Okay, fair. Um, I'll split them up when like you pass a month as well. Okay. 26th February. See, I don't know if I need to set a week. It could just be though that I do something on one day, and then next week I do the thing again. Like, you know, I like give myself a week break, which is, you know, not fast. But I want feedback and stuff as well, right? I need buffer time for feedback. Stuff like that I can't measure, right? Well, I mean the script, yeah, script I want to draft. Storyboarding, I just want to make sure it's clear, so that one shouldn't take long. Honestly, storyboarding and recording, I might start the recording here, but this is the mandatory record part. Yeah? Give me like a sec, guys. Yeah, there is food. I will be back soon. uh, I'll be back soon. Okay, I apologize for the wait. Thank you for sticking around, everybody. Yes, there was chicken randomly, so I ate chicken. I was around, what, 10 minutes? When I checked before, I was like, oh, we're 15 minutes and it's fine, right? Wait, did I take like 5-10 minutes? I apologize. That was, a bit random. I guess it just became a music stream for a bit. I'm sorry, Rio. Hi, Vegeta. Oh, let me check if my phone's done. I got some water in the meantime. That's a good thing. Everybody, make sure you stay hydrated. Let me just check. Oh, hold on. This is important. Whoop. There you go. Yeah, wonderful. It's a 99%. Okay, Dick Byron. Hello, welcome. Okay, so oh, that's right. No, it's not just recording. It's start recording and then do. This theme is so good. I love it. Right, I should be adjusting for everyone because again, this doesn't do anything. That's just locally. I swear. Again, once I get the setup done, it'll be way fancier, and I'll like properly learn how to adjust volume levels and stuff because it won't be as much of a hassle, right? Whereas if I do it now, it's gonna like, well, I'll have the skills. But anyway, on that, my card stopped working, so I sent an email to the people, and I was wondering, like, what was going on, because my card can't seem to process payments at the moment, so we're gonna have to see if it works out or not. Because it didn't resolve itself automatically, so I'm asking them, and then hopefully we can get that fixed, and then I can start ordering my other parts. Because I ordered a couple things already, but I couldn't order everything because not all the payments went through, which is weird. Anyway, that's just an update on that stuff, so I don't think it'll be ready by my birthday. Unless everything comes within a week. That would be huge. Yeah, I'm getting a new PC, Hamburger. I've been talking about it like for the past month or two. I think I first mentioned it back in December or something. I'm getting an actual desktop, right? And then I'll have my laptop for smaller things, and uni and whatnot. But the desktop should be able to handle stuff better in terms of like just better stream quality, make it easier to do stuff, make it so that when I open Chrome, it doesn't come up with encoding overload, or even just switch tabs. Ordering since 6 months. What the heck? GPUs are impossible to get nowadays. Apparently mine, I think it said I had to pre-order for 3 to 4 weeks in advance, which is like, considering how good it is though, and like, I expect it to be kind of sold out a lot. I think that's okay. I hope they stay true, because otherwise, like, if I have to wait months for this, I would cry. Otherwise I might look at like other GPUs and see if I can maybe get something. Anyhow, that's some stuff that I'm just working on in the side. Alone in my room playing with Boo. Oh boy. I mean, thought someone got in. Oh jeez. Sorry, Rio. Yo, grab some food. And then do the, video editing. What is it? What did I even call it? Video guide, not guide, video editing, like instructions, I guess. Oh, what's a short way to do it? And yeah, I don't know. I can't even type. I think that makes sense. Whatever. Anyway, I have 2 tasks to do that, because again, the recording won't take as long, but doing the instructions and stuff, like, that takes a bit as well. So there's that. So the overlap is where you're sending where I'm sending for subtitles and then uploading the video. I think that's where they can overlap. Whereas like when I'm script writing and storyboarding and stuff, I should just stick to it and make sure I get it done. Wish I was telling Yoshi's wrong we played with me. Hey, you got Rio. You complaining about Rio? Gosh, is he stinky? How do you guys see? Stinky. It's Puyo tutorial time. Hello, Chaotic. Puyo tutorial schedule time. Hey, that's still Puyo tutorial time. It's progress technically. We have like a bar of progress, right? It's like, you know, it's still in there. It's part of that bar of progress. Okay, so this is when. So by the end of this month, we're actually we should be do the video editing for part 2. And here's the thing though. Should I start the next tutorials right up? So scripting, storyboarding. I could do scripting and storyboarding in the same week, but like I also want to give myself time. Oh yeah, again I've talked about wanting drafting and stuff done. It would make it a bit too tight actually. But should I start? Because if I've sent all that stuff, yeah, I've got nothing on my plate, right? I review the stuff and then I send the video to people to get their suggestions. But I think I can also just, or should I sort of like make it a break? I don't know. Hold on. So what comes out the 26th of February? That's the 5th of March. 5th March. 5th March. Right, and then this is upload part 2. Because I started scripting here. Oh, no. This is subtitles for part 2. And then, so the cycles actually starts here. So it does take a month. Here we go. It takes a month. So in the video tutorial, they can tell you if you need to pay the food fees for a reset. Rude. What are you going on about? Is that what that's meant to be? Puyo time. Yes, it is Puyo time. Hello, 3stan. Welcome. Have 3 bits. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the 3 bits. Yeah, let's just scroll it here because why not give something right now? There you go. See? Ta-da! Nice. So again, I'm sending for subtitles at this point, and then I'm starting scripting now, right? So the question is, do I want to continue that development cycle and kind of make this a break week? Or do I want to start the scripting now? At this point. Cause, this makes it faster. Because, to be fair, starting 1 week earlier for 15 tutorials, right, for example, you get 15, you save 15 weeks. Assuming you stick to schedule completely, like we might not anyway. So, if that's the case, you know, I think I should just always keep myself occupied. If I can be doing something, then I should be, right? It's a bit of a wild endeavor. Again, if I end up falling behind, then I'll move this and adjust the whole schedule. But for now, I think this is a good way to do things. You know, I can just copy paste everything at this point. Oh, this is the actual style of development cycle. Look, I'll cycle around one more time and then I'll paste it a bunch of times. Get feedback anyway. It's only a matter of when the feedback will actually make it into the videos. How so? Like, getting feedback for the videos themselves? Hard to say. When? Yo, Zonex! Hello. Schedule a break every 3 vids or something in case you fall behind. Ah, every 3 videos. Right. And if you don't need it, you don't need it. And if you're not behind, you don't need to feel guilty about having a little time off if you want time off. Oh, smart. Because this shouldn't be something that I constantly keep myself at, right? It's like school. Like, you have breaks in between, right? Every 3 videos? Should I make it every 3 videos? Yo, what if I align them with my uni breaks? Nah, I won't do it that way. I want this to be scheduled differently. I don't want to have to rely on an outside source. I mean, it makes sense, but like if I have time in between, then it makes sense. Pick 3 equals 3 divided into 15. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Although, hold on, I need to make sure. So, is it 15? Because I think Void asked me about this. I have 15 main. I think this is the whole guide. Like, I think this is all we're going to have. Because I think once you get to this point, unless by then, like, maybe I have more to talk about. At that point, maybe I'll have a number 16. But, like, even this is difficult for me now, and this is difficult for me. Which is also why, like, this long development cycle doesn't matter too much to me, because this gives me more time to work on these skills. Personally. And then these ones, I don't know when these ones will come in. Maybe after I finish the beginner guides, I'll do A. I think that's a good time to do it, yeah? Yeah, probably. Get, like, the basics down and then talk about Fever. Because I want to talk about Fever sooner rather than later. It'll be fun, right? It'll be fun. But, like, question mark. I don't even need to make them as formal if I didn't want to. It's hard to say. But, like, in that case we have, what, 17? Sort of we have 16. 16, right? Because we finished one. That one's finished. So it's like, question mark. 200 IQ, what is? Hold on. You were saying you need a buffer for waiting for feedback from the videos. Oh, right. Oh, right, okay. On the videos themselves, that would be... Okay, so if we're looking back here. So the feedback for the videos, I guess it's... Where is it? It's from here until I upload it, which is 2 weeks later. Yes, 2 weeks later. So that's fine. That does give you enough time anyway. Yeah. Like, he does the video editing, and then while the others are doing the subtitles as well, then I can ask for more advice. Like, that subtitles week is also a good place for... is a good time for, like, receiving feedback as well. So I think that works. This suggestion's great, though. Thank you, Xenox. 3 bits, indeedy. Hello, Andy. Puyo lesson part 1, do a 1 chain. Puyo lesson part 2, do a 2 chain. Thanks for coming. Puyo lesson 19, do a 19 chain. I also have not done a 19 chain before. Puyo lesson 20, just play Tetris. Puyo lessons where it becomes Tetris lessons. You know, maybe at a certain point, I'll do Tetris lessons too. Tetris tutorials, but I don't know how you can break up Tetris as well as you can break up Puyo. It's not as easy. Like, it's even harder with Tetris, which is weird to say. You just do, like, one specific guide for, like, one thing, right? Like, you do spins as one thing, you do up-stacking as one thing, down-stacking as one thing. I guess you're just talking about different skills in each video. Maybe I'll do it. We'll see. But as for the more formal stuff, this is what we're doing. Yeah, 17 is... We have a Tetris matchup from the Tetris side. I would probably inevitably have to talk about it from the Tetris side so that you can understand what you have to do as a Puyo player anyway. So, I mean, kind of. It's a Tetris guide. This is all secretly a Tetris guide, so you can watch the guide and learn what forms people use, so that if it gets used against you, then you know how to fight it, obviously. Hey, I mean, you can do that, right? You find a guide on how to lose weight, you do the opposite to gain weight, right? That's how this works. My logic is flawless. Oh no, ads. Tetris lesson, put the block, exactly. Hex says you covered. Easy peasy. What's the problem, boo? What's making you feel blur? You can break it up pretty easy, actually. How so? Try teaching Tetris to a friend. I think it can work somewhat, but definitely kind of hard to spin to pieces. Yeah, I think splitting it is kind of tough. Yourself? Like how so? Is there something that's like bothering you with it? Use this for not being able to do something in particular, or get back soon refreshing? Sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and next one is 12. Upload part 2. Start. I don't even really need to put start. I guess it's clearer. These ones are easy enough though. It's like send for subtitles, yes. Send for video editing, like it makes enough sense to me, whatever. But this one in particular, it's like start scripting. Yeah, it's not just do script. I don't know. Psychology's weird. So this is where we upload part 2. And then... Hold on. What was the... How did I break it up here again? It was like 555, right? Pretty much? 654. 654. Oh, I feel like I could do this block, right? And then this block and then this block? Should I like make 2 big breaks? Oh, I don't know if that's too little. No, that's like half a year. Like, again, if I'm treating this as like every month... No, hold on. I still don't know how long this development cycle is. When is it? It is a month, right? Start scripting. Subtitles for... And then start scripting the next one. Wait. Okay, so it's... 3 weeks. So if I do like 4 weeks, that's 3 months? No, 4 times 3 weeks, that's... So maybe every 4 videos. Maybe every 4. Then I'll start it from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, because then we have like 16 videos. Because we've already finished the first one. Try to make the next 2 videos and then schedule the next few depending on your schedule worked out to be. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just curious. It's sort of a curiosity thing, but like also just a good thing to like set further goals. I know it's a bit unrealistic. Maybe not unrealistic, but sort of like it's difficult to judge how things are gonna go without having properly experimented. And you're right. But like maybe I'll come back because I'll definitely come back and revise this anyway. So maybe out of curiosity, I want to see how long it kind of drags it out to be, and like when this result will be, and whether I'm satisfied or not. Because I also want the long-term result sort of to correlate with what I desire out of this. I'll definitely come back at the end of this, like when I finish with part 2, like next month then, I guess. Around this time, we'll come back to this and like really evaluate. And I might just do my small adjustments along the way too, right? Like while I'm working on each video, I'll check on this each week and see how I'm going, and then I might just like readjust the whole schedule based on it. For now though, I'll make it every 4. Every 4. Okay, so we are up to... Hold on, what's going on here? You don't need to apologize, boo. Shh, it's fine. Make sure you record the day you actually achieved whatever the goal was, so you can see if you're tending to be ahead or behind schedule, so you can make educated adjustments. I've got this here. I sort of base the system off like how Gantt charts work, because I thought that would be a good way to sort of monitor your progress. But exact dates would also help. I should do that, especially for the separate bits as well. I mean, some of them are like not going to be sort of in my control, but we'll see. Color code's also just pretty. It will look nice at the end of it. Trying to connect Satrio? Did you manage? I hope so. What was I doing at this time? So storyboarding, and then after that it's recording and instructions for part 3. Teaching students send their color grading. Hold on, so is this where we cycle back? Upload part 2, start recording and do video editing. Oh yeah, right? And then it loops back here, doesn't it? Why did I upload it? Oh, right, we're kind of off. But I think this will be the cycle. Start scripting while the last one's video editing. Storyboard while that subtitles are happening. Record and do video editings for the next one while that's being uploaded. Because the thing is, like, I'm wondering how much the releases will be staggered. That was one thing I was thinking about for sure. Oh gosh, I don't know why I said it like that. That's so goofy. That I certainly want to think about. That's more like what I wanted to say. Because if they're monthly releases, then people can kind of get used to the monthly-ish releases. If they're like slightly off, then there's also that. Or, you know, a consistent amount of weeks between them. You can kind of expect them. I think you could get some programming practice in here, generate almost all the text you need in a short script. You're right! You're right. I could. You know, that's actually smart. How to be efficient moment. Because then you're just, you generate. Oh, wait. Can you do that with dates? I actually don't know how to work with dates. That's the one thing. I know that you could just add one to these, obviously. But can they do dates? Is there a Python thing that does dates? Can I import something that does dates? Probably, right? Yeah, that's the main thing. But all the other text they could adjust there. You're right. I could do that. You know what? Maybe when I'm revising the schedule, maybe then I'll generate a script, because then I'll have everything in place, so I know what I want to program out. Maybe. Yeah, probably a Python thing. You can add the date with the module of the month you're at. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. They call it copy post. That's what I'm doing. So I had to close my routes to reload whatever. Ah, gotcha. Rip colorblind people. Hey, they have colorblind support in PPT2 now. I'm glad they added it so soon. No, at all. Python with Ruby can do stuff like 2 years ago and it returns exactly 2 years ago. I mean, it's something. Like, exact date is in like 730 days ago. That's the same thing, Yoshi. I swear my brain is on right now. I'm so smart. This weekend we should do Minecraft. I'm thinking what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Sunday morning I'm out in the city with my sister. Sunday night I've got a Puyo tournament. Saturday I don't really have any plans. I wanted to keep playing Puyo Tetris 2, I think. Saturday night, am I doing anything? Monday morning I'm hanging out with the Ragcon, I think. It's my next couple days. Maybe Saturday night. Talkie stream? Yo, Saturday night talkie stream. I wonder if Tenna's around for that. If not, I could maybe do Minecraft after getting home from the city. I want to make sure I practice enough for the tournament. I could play Minecraft earlier in the day and then swap to Puyo. That could be how I do my Sunday. Thinking. Considering leap years and stuff, right? Unless yours a leap year 731. There you go. Say you want plus 10 days, and then if you are in February, you'll go up to 28th month, and then start the next month. And go up to 28th. Oh, by doing a list of how many days are in a month. This is what, now you're speaking my language, Hembodo. That's literally all I need. That, like, just having that information probably would help me a lot. Wow, smart. You're right. Knowing the days of a month. What does that mean? Maybe, boo, maybe. I just need to figure out what I'm doing. Sunday night 10 at Bulu stream. What? No, I've got the tournament then. You mean Saturday night? Or oh yeah, daytime library that's fully backwards compatible is so messy because of all the calendar changes not happening at the same time. I mean, if it's just for this year, it's whatever. But like, an actual system is bleh. It's fine, Boo. It's not your fault. It's just I have a lot of going on it already. Right? That's the main thing. Don't want to make it seem like that. I was making some reports with Ruby the other day, and it was so cool being able to do stuff like date.today. Beginning of a month. Ruby is so cool. That's epic. I guess with the 28th days for February, I have no clue how the days in a month work. What do you... I guess with... Oh, you know the knuckle trick? Do you know the knuckle trick? That's the one I use. It's like 5th grade. 5th grade tricks. I like how this isn't related. It's good though. Like, this is why I like streaming these things, because you get some good discussions out of it that like are just generally beneficial anyway. If Tanner is not around, I'm happy to do it just me and you. You sounded like you had questions for me, and I've still got plenty of questions not to exclude, but I also suspect you won't be offended. That's fair, actually. Or even just having Alex in as well. I don't mind. I don't mind. One of the first Java programs we had to do in 11th grade was making a program that is a calendar. Oh, interesting. The knuckle trick. Yes, indeed. All my homies hate loony solar calendars. Knuckle trick, I declare that it is not working. Sorry, but you do your knuckles, I don't. End of knuckle discussion. What? Telling my child to wake up early. That's true. We could. Oh, we have so many options. There we go. So, I copy-pasted successfully, right? Yes. Video editing, so this should be, yep, video editing part 3, start scripting for part 4. And this is the 19th of March. You know, I'm copy-pasting March, because I'm smart. Oh, there's already March here! Doesn't matter. 33 January, February, March, 31. That means do I want to look in here? Because it's gonna take longer every time. No, but it's only one down, right? It doesn't like the stream, right? That's the main concern. See, again, when I get this out, this won't be a concern. 2nd of April. 2nd April. April. Subtitles for part 3. Storyboarding for part 4. Upload part 3. Recording and editing for part 4. Oh, I made it so that it stopped. Stop doing the thing. How to add 7. 33, and then that's number 2. Oh my gosh. I'm so smart. 9th of April. Damn, it's so intense. 9th April. 16th April. No, I want this here. Thank you. So this is okay. Then when I finish this one, that's when I take the break. Okay. So the next part is then do not start scripting straight away. I think that's the big thing here. Hold on. There we go. Wait. So this would be... So what I'm doing here is that I do this, and then I restart. Like, then In that case, because video editing does, again, like that doesn't take much effort from me, this doesn't take much effort, and this doesn't take much effort as well, right? So, because of not starting scripting for like 3 weeks, I think that's a reasonable break, right? Reasonable break point. And 3 weeks to catch up, I guess. Or 4 weeks. Because I mean, you'd only start on like, where are we up to now? 23rd April, 30th April. And then 7th May. These are not spaced, I just realized. Oh. Question mark. Where am I up to? 7th May. And then 10th May. There we go. Right, and then at this point, start scripting for part 6. Yeah, because the time between, like, me finishing the storyboarding, no, so finishing the editing instructions, right? So that's around 30th April, and then I start the next video editing 1, 2, 3 weeks after, or the next video thingy. Oh, sorry. Scripting. 3 weeks later. I think that's reasonable. Okay. That's our current plan then, hey. And that gets us to... So that's finishing that, and then when I come back, I'll be doing this one. That's exciting. Sounds like a plan to me. Where are we? Finally started playing Pikmin 3 today? Very nice. Remember my program teacher telling me back then to do the knuckles, and I, in the end, after 1 hour discussion, just use Google Calendar too. There you go, knuckle trick banished from my well. If you have access to Google Calendar, sure. One of the series that's consistently good, that's exciting. I say this is well and get practice here, we should do editing stuff at some point, we should. This syntax is so annoying. Is it? What? Shows its age. That's sad. It's. What's wrong? It's. It definitely shows it is aged. Then it is aged. There you go. I saved you. It was an apostrophe error. It's fine. It was a typo. That's much better. It's much more acceptable in my eyes. Anyway. So, I think that's our plan. That lasts us up until April. So that's 2 months, right? This is looking 2 months into the future. In 2 months, we're gonna be done. Yeah, we're gonna be all the way at the end of teaching Sandwich. And we'll have taught transitions before that as well. Done transitions and then Sandwich. And then we'll be able to tackle doing both. Ooh, that's exciting. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, okay. See, and that gets me excited, right? I feel more motivated to work on this because now I know, like, more precisely where we're going to be at. This is the long-term goal. This is good. We can do this. We're going to stick to this. Easy peasy. And we can even get ahead of, right? I can get ahead of this and finish before April. Or like before the end of April at least. I can do that. If I stick to everything, I can do that. I like this a lot. Thank you for helping out, everybody. If you have access to knuckles, is Yoshi going to turn into latex? I don't think so. Aren't I using it as a possessive apostrophe? This specific usage as... So, where was it? Shows its age. Its is a word that implies... But not implies, but it is the word for, like, possessiveness. Like, it's... shows its... like on its own, it its age, its own, its. I remember bringing this up in like year 12 English because I got confused. Right, you start to question things when you grow older. That's obviously how it works. No, but like, the I don't know. It's a weird one, but like it's is a word sort of like outside of it and like. Hmm. It's a pronoun, right? It shows his. He shows his age. It shows its age, right? It's a pronoun, but in the sense that like it's its own word as a pronoun. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like is pronounced latex or anyways. Yoshi. I said latex. I've been calling it latex. I think I remember like Zonix calling me out for calling it latex. Did I ever call it latex? No, because I haven't even heard of it before then. So you said I think Zonix said it to me before I even had like heard the word associated with maths. Because I knew the other one alternative to latex for math stuff. I think everyone uses it, right? Still best. There you go. Stuff that automates the latex, but still latex. There you go. The notation actually yes and no depends a lot on your opinion. Did someone answer boost? Oh, there you go. Programming language for writing math formulas. There you go. Maths. That's nice. Maybe I'll put latex code for you if you want, and there's at least something to do with R that does latex code for you. There you go. Something else already though. It is, but yeah, there you go. Stylizes. There you go. Easy peasy. Words can mean more than one thing. What? Okay. So, I think this is one thing that's come up, and I don't remember if I got the answer for it. What is a word that means more than one thing? Right? You've got homophones, which are words that sound the same, right? They're phonetics, right? They sound the same. Homophone. You got homonyms, which are words that have the same meaning, right? Nyms, like synonym. Like meaning, right? Same meaning. What's a word with multiple meanings? I guess it's not even like... You're not comparing it to anything, so it's not homo anything, right? But like, what is that word? Is there a name for that? Like a word having more than one meaning? Is there a word for that? Some friends that just type it in something else and then copy the PNG to latex since latex is a requirement for what? Oh, really? Stinky just making new word? You should hear science and them reusing words. Is derived from another language called just tech. Interesting. It's useful? Alright. Sounds good. Zonix will help me. Ah, there you go. Well, that's where it's derived from. You can Google it. The CEO of the company said it's pronounced latex and not latex. I hate it too, but German teachers will hate you if you pronounce it latex. Ask your native sister. Yes, I shall. When she's not sleeping. She's got field school tomorrow. Bark has multiple meanings. A dog can bark and trees have bark. You're right there. Yoshi is right. About what? Oh, about its? Yeah, okay. Would have called you out on saying it wrong. Nah. Oh, Euler? Euler. That's the thing, right? Because everyone calls it Euler when they read it. I didn't know if I should say Euler first, or if I should say Euler to emphasize saying stuff wrong, but... You know, speech is difficult. Why they write X then? Because it's funny. Greek letter Chi. Chi. It's not just Ki, though. It's Chi, isn't it? That doesn't make it look clear as Chi. I mean, does it? I don't know. Actually, English. In English, you never get a case like this. Because the thing is, that comes. I think that comes from my Vietnamese. We have this letter combination. We just say it's Ki. Which means when. As in, when something else. During the period. It's the same as notoki in Japanese, I think. Does that have the same use? Yeah, I think it does have the same usage. Anyway. No toki. It's funny, there are actually some words that like pronounce very similarly between Japanese and Vietnamese, and I know that's because they root from Chinese, but it's always fascinating. And the Korean has a couple things as well. So cool. Latex blade. What is this? I have no idea what this is. Any need for subtitles? Oh, yo, actually, Andy, if you're happy to do Korean ones, I can hand everything over to you for that as well. So I'll need to contact you, Void, and Himoto. By that company and then destroy the X. Easy peasy. Homonym is it and you're wrong? Wait, I thought homonym was two words with the same meaning. No, that's synonyms. I thought about synonym. Oh, is it a homonym then? How does that make sense though? Homonym. No, I don't get it. Synonyms. Yeah, synonyms are words with similar meanings. What is a homonym then? Is that right? Oh, it is a homonym. Oh. Homograph is same word with different pronunciation. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think of that one. A polyseo? What is that? One or two or more words that have the same sound and often the same spelling but different meaning. One of two or more words that have the same sound and often the same spelling. Often the same spelling? What? Huh. Okay. So have the same sound and often same spelling with different meaning. So that is right. Okay, that makes sense then. So a word with more than one meaning is a homonym. Because it's a homonym with itself, with the word that looks the same but is different. Okay. Polynymous? Did I say that right? Polysemantic. So confused. I'm a few minutes behind, I just realized. You're dead to me? What was this about? I need to catch up. Latex with a hard X, there you go. I did Tsubu, nice. Good. Well, it is German pronunciation, so it is pronounced like an owl in German. Owler? Is that people say Euclid is Euclid after choosing them the correct pronunciation of Euler? Oh, what the heck? That's so funny. Nice, Boo. I'm proud of you. Good job. Do you need Spanish subs? I can try and help with that. Yo, everyone offering to help. Thank you all so much. Sure, I can... Okay, considering this is sending for subtitles, I haven't started that yet. I'll start doing that tonight then as well. I'll send it to all of you guys. You know what? I'm even gonna credit you guys. Subtitle guys. Subtitle guys. Wee. Hamburger. Void. Who wanted to do Andy Bruno? It's actually for my own sake. I'm not gonna remember. I'm sorry. I love you guys a lot, but like I'm gonna forget what languages I need. Homosexual. Good. Jill. It doesn't matter how you pronounce the name, since French people who could pronounce the name will learn Euclid just for some just oh gosh, I can't read. Just change some names completely for fun because it's funny. In history class we learned German. It was for a Russian politician. Is this Khrushchev? Khrushchev. Does that make sense? Nah, I'm sure it's not. Meaning same name talking about words. Wait, it's a word thing, not a... I thought nim was related to meaning. No, to be fair, I never learned what sino is. I could do Canadian subs. Perfect. French be weird by the sounds of it. French do be sounding weird. Do you French speak? Nope. Words. There are also pairs of words in different languages with similar spelling but coming from completely different etymology. See, etymology is a fascinating thing because then they can be derived from different words as well. That's cool. Like in Japanese, right? We mentioned how like kanji come from... Oh, sorry, the kanji determines like what the actual reading is, but like because of that, like you hear a word and it can come from kanji, which like are derived from something else entirely, which is, I love that. That's Russian, it's phonetic. I see. French people also think they need to turn around all acronyms that come from the English language. Uno is onu and HIV is IVH. What? Name suffix. Used to from nouns describing types of word or name. Huh? Used to form nouns describing types of word or name. Types. So it's not just the name or the meaning, it's sort of like both. It's weird. Our subject there is none besides just don't be English. Not clearly. As the words in different languages that look similar have different meanings, that's fun. Uses I can't even help you, Yoshi. Boo, that doesn't make you useless. Not everyone can like specifically help you with something. Just because I can't help someone fix their car doesn't mean I'm useless. Yeah, do French subs obviously. That's called false friends. Wikipedia says an example: embarrassed in English and embarazada in Spanish equals pregnant. Great. To be like, yes, I'm perfectly normal. Look, 98, 420. Similar spelling and similar meaning, but different etymology. It's called false cognate. Oh, interesting. See, I love these sorts of things, like linguistics, right? This all goes under linguistics, right? I'm fascinated by it. Like, it's not something I would like really study, but I like learning about it. It's just fun to me to learn about the roots of stuff like this, or just words for stuff, right? Expanding vocab is never a bad thing. Active go out of my way to hinder Yoshi. How nice. Wish I could contribute. Well, if there's any suggestions you have, just feel free to let me know. They might not jump out at you, but I mean, anything helps. And hey, having you guys around, just, you know, it's nice. I don't mind if like you don't have things explicitly to say. Alright, I need to shuffle this down again. Did I like extra space something? Yeah, and then like now I have to fix it. Here we go. Yes, extra space these ones. There you go. Okay, I think we sorted it though. After today's stream, I will send everyone the subtitles. Send the video and the script, and we'll get the subtitles sorted. Epic. And then we're gonna start scripting for part 2 now. Thank you for joining me today. It's been about an hour. It's fun. This one, and we need this one. I'm back with food. You're nice. Nom 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 nom. You know what subzone is. Nom nom nom. Yo, Felix, hello. False friend in languages would be the word gift in English and German? Ah, okay. In English it means present, in German it means poison and venom. Nice. Programming you wouldn't have extra space. That's true. You're right. Still want to? Well, again, like, if you stick around, you maybe something will come to mind. Especially in Python, I just complained about it. Yeah, there you go. I remember what I wanted to say about embarazada. Already false cognate. There's a story about Baram language. The word for the English dog is also dog with the same spelling and similar pronunciation. The linguists traced etymology and it's complete coincidence. Wow, that's funny. English French have poison, which means in French fish. This is closer to meaning to embarrassing. Ah, false friends are really hard. It's fun though. Ah, they're pronounced differently. I see. All right, let's make a start on this. So I probably want to, like, I like consistency, so I always look back on like stuff I've already done to see if I'm being consistent. Right, if I say hey everyone, is it normal to say that again to start the video? Yeah, because YouTubers do that, right? They're like, what's up guys? I'm Toby the Gobi. And in today's video, I will be eating a bowl of pasta and sour cream. That's how it works, right? Yes, I know a lot about false friends after having researched a lot to make some sort of puzzle. Oh, that's cool. For a puzzle. Well, I like how poison is always misunderstood. That's funny. 12 words are spelled identically in English and Indonesian but with completely different meanings. That's cool. You should channel your inner annoying Minecraft YouTuber. I don't want to be annoying Minecraft YouTuber. I could be one of the cool ones, right? The not so annoying ones. Yeah, a present from English guy, and the German be like, kill us. Here's a present. Ah, S is trying to poison you. Is it annoying redundant here? Minecraft YouTubers aren't annoying. What about Member? Right? Like not ever. Oh gosh, you guys are bullies. Here's a gift. Yeah. Anyway. See, I've already introduced this. I don't need to say this again, right? I don't have a name for these Puyo tutorials. I just call them the Puyo tutorials. Is that okay? That sounds so definitive. It's like, oh, only my tutorials, alright? And again, like, I'm planning to make this like a worldwide use, so like everyone can refer to these, especially if we're getting subtitles in so many different languages. I want this to become like more of a standard. If that makes sense, right? Because the thing is, when you think about it, the Puyo Nexus guides are, at the moment, basically the definitive guides, and then they're outdated, right? We don't really have a definitive guide series. And like, maybe my old ones are, because that video has way too many views. Those ones have way too many views. Oh, some of some of them are okay. Like the Stairs and Sandwich one, but like some of the other ones have too many views. Yoshi's Puyo tutorials also sound good. Oh, does that sound? You could just go with Yoshi's Puyo tutorials if you don't want to be defended. That makes sense. Is it too much to like brand it with my name? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. French, here I go kill the French. Oh, sorry, I don't like sushi. Leave weird stories. That's a fine title. Cliched and have someone say, drop the. Welcome to Puyo tutorials. My guide is complete. End of discussion. Give food. Okay, so like when we introduce this, right? Hey everyone. Yeah, sure, why not? Hey everyone, welcome back to... See, this is the problem. Welcome back to my Puyo tutorial series. Did I say my in the previous one? I didn't, right? I just said A. A series of videos. See, in the first one I didn't think about it because I was just being ambiguous. Welcome back to the series. I could just continue to be ambiguous-ish. Welcome back to the series. The tutorials. I like that too. Man, I have to re-record this first part. So tell us how to handle specific game words like tail and fallback. Should we use the name established in the community, a translation, or just the original English one? Tough. I think both. Maybe use the English style one and then in brackets use the one that's used in the community. I think that's a fair way to do it, right? Because you guys know what the words would be in your community, right? Like Ackliff would know what his words are, and Void would know what his words are. I don't know, Hambodo and like Bruno? Like Bruno, do you know much about like your like Spanish speaking? You're right though, that's actually really big. Puyo tutorials. The poo guide, the pa-poo guide. But it is very important, yes. My guide I just made my own since I don't care about others' words, that's fair. I think using... It's still tough. Like, I'm talking about standardizing English words, but like, gosh, you're lose as well. PT2 and PPT Sega translate the terminologies. Yeah, that's true. Do I want to start saying turnaround instead of transition though? I don't know. Am I allowed to replace them? No clue what the German he uses his words. Ah, okay. So you two don't know. Then in that case, I think just give whatever you want. I don't think that hurts. Because again, if this becomes standardized, and they don't really have stuff, like, you know, if there's not that many German players and Spanish players who, like, doesn't really matter, we can set... You guys can be in charge of setting the standard, I think. You have different names for things that don't even have names in English. That's true. French community is a little more, like, up there in terms of the terminology, I would say. Like with the Japanese community. Although there are some things that don't get a direct translation, I suppose. I suppose not as much with Puyo. Like with Puyo, it's sort of like in a game. If there's a specific thing that you're referring to, you can't really go outside of that, out of the scope of the game. Sandwich crosscut, because it sounds like, yeah, that's an interesting one. I was so confused when I first heard that. I was like, what? Crosscut? I don't know that terms either. Well, you guys can work together, I think. Because again, if you guys don't have that many guides anyway, then like just do it yourself. Welcome back to the series. My guide series. Ugh, see, there's something that feels off about that. You know, it's funny. Ever since it's a bit loud. Ever since I started learning Japanese, I think I've started like kind of trying to stray away from personal pronouns. It's so weird. And like, I guess because when you write essays and stuff as well, you stray away from them, so this kind of just distanced me further. Even like saying I sometimes feels off. Or like asking someone to do something for me. I don't know. It's weird. Why? Basic Puyo terms I use in English, I don't think I've had any trouble using them as a direct Spanish translation. I think that then works then, Bruno. It makes life easy. German community, I think they mostly use a lot of English words. That works. That works. So it should be alright. Ugh, I want to be stuck on this forever. Welcome back to your favorite series about Puyo. She is made by one guy who names everything like he wanted, so he like adding cut at the end of the word, so it just went like that. The French community orange is like interesting. It's kind of funny. Welcome back to the tutorial series. They know they're here for Puyo, right? Because I don't want to say this Puyo tutorial series. Welcome, right? I'd hope to. Does this sound natural? I don't. Starting is always the hardest part. Be able to game in German again to get sometimes. That's true. You could. I can relate. I speak German, French, but yeah, I'm active in Taiwanese community. So funny. Hope they know that. Yeah. So it's hard to say. Welcome back to the tutorial series. Welcome back to this tutorial series. Does this sound off? I was thinking this as well. Oh, I should say welcome to part 2. Welcome to part 2. It's not... I was thinking welcome back because it's like, oh look, the next video is uploaded. But if you're looking at them after everything's been uploaded, that will sound awkward. Welcome to part 2 of... Could you say part 2 of this tutorial series? Then AI generate the guide? Easy peasy. There you go. Put the ideas together. Welcome to part 2 of this tutorial series. Yeah, you can. What is it? What do you guys think? Hi Ash, welcome. Welcome back of this tutorial series. Today we're going to be discussing in this video. You can't do this in essays, but you can do this in videos, right? In this video or in part 2 of the Puyo tutorial series. Puyo tutorial. I haven't just been calling them the Puyo tutorials. It's not even wrong. Of this Puyo tutorial series. Puyo tutorial series. of this Puyo tutorial. Does that make sense? Can you split a tutorial up into multiple videos when they're like each covering different topics and stuff? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Just of ow. Of ow. Thanks, Hamburger. Also doing a write-up right now, so this stream is perfectly timed. Yeah, awesome. Productivity for everyone. That makes sense. You know what? We're titling it, and it's saying it's this specific one as well. It's fine. I think that's fine. In this video, we're going to be... Yeah, so this is just discussing the series as a whole anyway. And then I just started jumping into the writing, so I think that's fine. Procrastinating on my own writing, so this is great for me. How's that going for you, Xanax? Any progress? We're going to be discussing how to make chains. I don't think I really need this for anything else, right? Maybe the outro bit. I can relate. Let's just wait some more here. Oh my gosh, everyone's procrastinating with my stream. We're procrastinating on my stream so that I don't procrastinate. So do we cycle this with everybody? That's how we do this, right? We get everyone else to stream. We procrastinate on their stream, and then we procrastinate on the next person's stream, and you walk it around, right? It's a group project. We're like a really dodgy one. Wait, some more here. I've written 400 words of a short story. I meant to have written 5 this year already on average. Oh jeez, that's unfortunate. So I should art stream? Of course. 100 words more than I do. Post to streaming writing later in the year? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, everyone will stream their stuff. How long are these scripts? This one was... See, okay. I can't answer definitively with like average length, because here's the introduction to Puyo 1. Here's introduction to chaining. Stairs. Extending stairs with using the transition. Fixed form chaining sandwich. And then stairs and sandwich, which seems short, and then tailing seems short, but like I think there's going to be a lot more examples at that point. Come help procrastinate. Boo Austria, yeah, right? So exciting. Why is that poke? My art is bad. No, Boo, come on, we love your art. It's so good. I love your art. So nice. Art always good? Exactly. And if like everyone's around to help you, like if anyone's around that knows a lot about art as well, they can help you with anything that you like want to specifically improve at. Or just in general, it's just fun. You know, you can just chill like this, right? Even if it's not super duper productive, you're like, it gives you a bit more motivation to keep working on things, right? The company is always nice. Managing a conversation while bullying someone on Yoshi stream, I'm sure. Of course. Hey, Happy New Year. Hi, Cyril. Have we not seen each other since last year? Gosh, Happy New Year. A little too late. No, I think this is on time, guys. It's just time zones. Trying to write 52 short stories this year to get good at writing. Hopefully by September or something I'll actually be decent enough and have enough of a process I can share that live. Yeah, sounds good. We're all just working on ourselves. I like that. That's what we should all strive to do, right? Let's help each other out. Little did you know that my channel is actually like secretly disguised. It's a self-care channel disguised as a puzzle gaming channel. And then GTR is actually like very long because there's so much to. This one will probably be one of the longer ones, but like it'll be worth it. It'll let people do GTR properly. This one, I don't know much about these enough that it's just. Oh, this one I know enough about, but like this, the mid game, I have a lot to talk about here. The mid game's so huge. I think a lot of that will just be explaining. And then mid-game stuff. Other foundations, this one's going to be super tough. This is one that will be way later. And then strengthening mid-game. I think I have an idea of that, so that's pretty good. And then, yeah. So, they do vary, but Like, I guess if you use the first tutorial as sort of an average, it's like 6-7 weeks, and the... Oh, not weeks, 6-7 minutes, and the script, 1274 words. 1200 words. 1200 words. Oh, wow, lots of stuff. Can I ask you what did lead you to the opinion that this method would help you advance? Sorry, we are special by you, Anthony, with chains goals per round, so I thought I might practice some Puyo before I see you stream. Oh, that's awesome! Sounds good. Good luck, Suvel. That sounds like so much fun. Oh, there was this thing that Kuma-chan was doing. I want to try it at some point. I need to watch back more of that stream. I didn't get to see much of it. He was doing a Puyo chain circuit practice, where he would go up one chain every time. But you're not allowed to do any other chains in between, right? You do a 1 chain, a 2 chain, a 3 chain, a 4, 5, 6, 7. I saw him get up to 10, and then he failed at 11. I think it was. It seems like a really fun idea, because that means you're not allowed to clear other chains in the meantime. So cool. Because I suck and like to procrastinate on the same subject. Fair. That's a lot of words. Yeah, we've put a lot of time into the planning of this, so I want to make sure we can actually do it. And we are going to, right? Like, I'm not writing all of this, no. I'm not, like, right, I've done all of this planning. I'm 100% going through with this. I want to ask what song this was, because I felt it was familiar, then I remembered. The one before, was it? That one was from Puyo Tetris 2, wasn't it? I think it was. It was, the earlier bosses. Yeah, I don't think I added Miles' theme to this playlist. I should do that. Fixable. Dragon 7 Rainbow. This one. Oh, wait, was it this one? Oh, it's 2 minutes ago. It started 2 minutes ago? Maybe. Just getting practice and rereading what I've written. If you have it's written, right? Have wrote. Because it's never have wrote, is it? It's if you say have or had, then it's written. And I don't know the names of these forms. It's just, like, even when I read this, it bothers me. That's why I'm pointing it out. I know, so bully. Can see a few weeks later that I enjoy, don't enjoy about whatever I wrote. Hopefully adjust. It's good stuff. Thanks, though. Very fun. Have you considered making the scripts and such on Google Docs so other people can read and help give feedback if you want? I think these streams are where I've been getting all that feedback from, primarily. But, like, the thing is, I don't know how many more people I would be able to, like, get even if I uploaded to Google Docs. Like, I don't really know how to get reach for these things, because I've sort of done that before, but, like, not many people even had a look. So, like, the people who actually show up for the streams are the ones who are willing to give me feedback is the main thing. I think that's kind of how it works. 100 words I've written so far. I write a lot of run-on sentences, trying to work on that without needing to edit now. I think I'm getting better. That's awesome. Ooh, DM stuff. Yo, belly drum moment. I have some really beginner friends and I notice they have no logic about the gravity and feeling concepts. It's so fascinating. It really is fascinating seeing what beginners come up with, like, because they don't have any prejudgments. They don't have the sort of, what do you call it? Like, video game language? No, being able to interpret everything the way that we would. Sort of like, we've talked about, like, suggesting Undertale and stuff, like, the reason why people wouldn't enjoy that as much if they don't play video games, or RPGs in particular, much, is because they won't understand that this is, like, a play on the tropes of video games. And I think we take that for granted and stuff, and, you know, people on YouTube have way better videos on that. But it's a fascinating concept, right? Introducing someone to something completely new, and they don't have any idea what they can and can't do. Definitely don't think I'm an expert at it. Epic. This one Rainbow Road? Nah, the Rainbow Road one. Concepts, tips, and tricks that they don't know that are very obvious for us and not them. Yeah. That's why it's important to break everything down as much as you can. Because it may seem obvious to us, and, like, to other players, but the more you explain it to them, it's, like, you'll say a bunch of things, and a bunch of them might go past their, like, it'll go over their head. And then you say one specific thing, and they're like, oh, I get it now. Like, I think that's important to know. Not all of your information will be relevant to everyone, but parts of it will be relevant to different people. Right? And that's why it's good to just have everything there. Very handy. Yeah, if you have anything to mention to Gold, let me know. I just need somebody who understands the answer I will need to find in the end myself anyways, I guess. Thanks. Aw. If you want to see what I've done so far, this is what I have. Sorry, it's the next one. Readings put on Google Docs is so that people on stream can read it without having to look at your screen. That's a good point, actually. I will... Okay, if there's enough people that like are willing for that, then I can go ahead and do that for next time. Get that ready for next time. Goal is to write a book that's easy to read that gives an overview of how I've improved my skill at various things and how I try to orientate my life. Is orientate a word? I think I've had this before with my friends where we pick out like random things like these. It's not just me, I swear. But like it's stuff like adding tate, and it's like, is that a word? Orientate. Because we have orientation, we have orient. Orientate? Orientate is a word, isn't it? But there's like certain words that have a similar way of like, I guess, conjugating, but they're not actually words, but people say them, and it's like, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's orient. It would orientate. But maybe it is. Interesting. In case you're focusing on something else. That makes sense, so yes, that's a good idea. They don't know the matter. I don't. No video game wife videos are great. I was specifically thinking about that one when I was saying that as well. So good. Hi Sigma0, welcome. You're doing Puyo tutorials? I am indeed. Even whilst they always forget some basic to put a different color between two same colors equals trigger. Yeah, they forget where their chain is at all. Like they don't remember that like when they're building stairs that this one triggers the next one, which is why I put emphasis on make them do 2 chain stairs over and over and over until it is in their head, and then make them do 3 chain stairs because you're just adding 1, right? Teach someone how to do 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1. Make them do plus 1s. Right? And then do 2 plus 2. And then, boom. That's the thing. You need to treat it like that. That sort of thing. Because they don't understand anything yet. I think it's just useful to, like, a lot of the time I compare stuff to maths. Like when I talk about learning a form or a setup in Tetris. Sort of like in maths, don't just learn the formula, sort of learn what goes behind it. In some cases, obviously, it's not as helpful. But a lot of the time you want to understand why something does something. So, in that sort of vein, like, I think maths just... I think the way that it's... I guess we talked about this before with Zonex. I think that it's the idea that, like, maths isn't... You don't just teach maths as maths. You teach it in... It's a way of thinking that goes behind the maths that you can apply to other things. It's that sort of thing where you teach them the very basics. You make sure that they understand the fundamentals, and then you add on to it. Doing a beginner's touches myself? Very epic. Orientate intransitive verb to orient, intransitive verb to face or turn to the east. Orientate intransitive verb to orient. Orientate is to orient? What? To perform the act of orienting, which is facing, I guess? I don't, that's weird to me. Orient is a verb. Like, the transitive verb? Well, in Puyo versus that you have to be good in solo. That's not the case in lots of versus games. Yeah. That's an interesting thing. Orientate sounds really weird, right? There's another word. Again, I can't remember. I never do. Then I googled it. It's interesting. You can't practice verses only with verses. Exactly right. Can't spell and don't even know rote versus written. It's I forget what again, I don't know the linguistic terms for these, and it's like when you're learning Japanese you come across all these words, but like that's why I like looking for guides that don't specifically use them all the time. Like they'll mention it, but they won't say that's the way to do it, because that's not easy for you to remember, right? Oh, I love learning about potential form and transitive and intransitive verbs and volitional form. It's like, oh, you don't remember these things. But it's sort of like the active of am doing, did do, have done. That's what it is. It's the word that you put behind it that sort of determines what form, right? Like I said before, I think I'm right. When you write have or had, then you do the un form, right? Have written, have eaten, have blah. If there's a form. of that, then you say it in the end form. Whereas if you say like, I don't know, I have folded my clothes, as opposed to I folded my clothes, there's no difference. But with the words that do have stuff like I ate or I have eaten, then you do it. Why do only some words do it then? Ugh, it's so dumb. What a dumb language. Just put the block. Yeah, just put the block. English is so hard. It is. It is. The best Deltarune battle theme without a doubt. Ooh, is it? I don't know. I like a lot of the themes on that game. It's hard to say. Honestly, all the battle themes though. I think I have them all in the playlist. Preterite and obsolete or vulgar past participle of right. Oh, road. I don't know what preterite is. And obsolete or vulgar. Huh? Past participle. Yeah, it's past participle. Like, I've heard those words thrown around too. I don't know what that means. And there's like perfect present and everything. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, here's another one. Using me or I when you're listing stuff off. I read this one rule. It's literally you remove the other person from the sentence and you'll figure it out. He baked a cake for me, right? You say for me, then you say he baked a cake for my friends and me. And then if you're using I, it's like I went to the beach, right? My friends and I went to the beach, not me went to the beach. It's not my friends and me went to the beach. It's because that would be me went to the beach. Or if you say my mum made a cake for my friends and I, then it's my mum made a cake for I. It's actually a very easy rule, but like that's how you know which one to actually use. Start talking about languages instead of Puyo. In the intermediate levels, going for mid-strats, there are concepts that should be noticed and taught. Like how to recover with the colors already on the field and reconstruct the chain form from the debris and remains. Yeah, that's very difficult to teach. It varies so much. Puyo is a difficult game because of how much variance there is, but it makes them all the more fascinating. That was Kobe Plants Robot Susie from him. Me good. Very good. Very battle theme in the game has to be senseless. Gosh. Also, hi Kyushin. The problem is that English is like 3 languages in a trench coat. It is. Me went to the beach, but the Wii was shut down, so no beach for the US Americans. Nice. All this language talk. Yoshi soon will make a language tutorial instead. Honestly, I probably could. A lot of these things, I don't know, they feel so natural for me. Because I pay attention and pick them up. Because I like to speak in such a way that it doesn't sound off. I guess I like to be right. Right, at the end of the day, it's just me feeling fulfilled for knowing the right way to say things. And obviously I won't get too annoying about it, but like, if I can teach someone something, right, and they can get something out of it, like, that's just kind of not hard for them to grip. It's like, why not, right? It's not that hard to learn if you learn the rules. Anyway. Tutorial is basic centered or versus? Both. Yes, it is introduction to Puyo, chaining, stairs, transition, sandwich, stairs and sandwich. Then intermediate stuff is tailing, using GTR and those sorts of forms, or foundations I'm going to be calling them. How to play faster, how to survive better. How to do counter builds, how to dig, how to do mid-game, how to attack the opponent, how to observe, how to judge the opponent's chains, fancy chaining, basically. And then yeah, how to attack and defend better, once again. And yeah, so it's going to cover everything. That stuff will be in... I think here. I think there. That's because I'll be like the start of it will be about rushing your opponent. I think I've written about that already. Hold on. I could have just. I don't know where exactly it is. Let's use our hyperlinks. Win conditions. Yeah, early game rushes. There you go, rushing. Smaller chains are very highly powered. use it to take the opponent out without building a large chain, because the opponent can't react in time. There you go, like that. Yeah, control F is right. But yeah, that's when I talk about it, because that's... using it properly is technically is sort of like... it has the same idea as playing mid-game, where you're attacking them because they're vulnerable, or they don't have time to react, or something like that. Explain the concept but not how to make them? Oh, yes, I'll... see, this... I think when I'm introducing it, I'll teach what it is, and then in number 13... 13 is... oh, I don't know. Do I teach how to do stuff? Oh, no. Sorry. Here, I do it now. I teach the concepts, I do the theory, and then I do the practical stuff after. That's right. I have set this up before. It's been a little while since I went back through this. But yeah, I teach the theory and then the practical stuff. So I'll teach how to make them here. And I have a lot of stuff on that here. Right? Use your side chains, your main chain, your tail, and bunch of stuff. We talk about DDR-Dan. We talk about front style. Oh, whoops, I didn't even mean to do that, but that's funny. Where's the fusion paragraph? That will be about, a lot of that is sort of in between side chains and using your main chain. Possibility to connect to main chain is how side chains kind of work, really. Yeah. But it won't be like super big focus because, again, there's so many different options. And fusion isn't always the best way to connect your chain up anyway. Like, sometimes it's just easier to leave out your key Puyo. I think both sides have their own merits. But yeah, this is when I touch on it. And again, you're right in that later in the expert stuff, this is where I will specifically start talking about what you should do. For example, like this is where I'm going to start talking about stuff like the all clear start, where you get 5 of the same pairs, like blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. And then I'm like, you compare them, and if you make that a 1 chain, it's stronger than a 2 chain. Because of group bonus. Because there's 5 in each group. But if you pop a group of 4 and a group of 4, it's very bad. You always want like a group of 5. Because a group of 5 changes everything. Stuff like that. So there's a lot to think about. I'm glad you're asking and engaged about it though. Like, it helps to kind of refresh my own mind. Be my next goal in learning how to fusion chains? Is it? Do you think it really is? You know, maybe... I wonder if I should have somewhere in here a guide to efficiency and like 15 chaining. Like at the end of intermediate maybe. Or maybe like the start of expert. Like before even interacting with the opponent, talking about how to get 15 chains and 16 chains, because that's what I'm working on right now. And there's like no way to learn about like doing the second transition. Start of expert, end of intermediate. Ooh. Gonna find food, sounds good. Hope the food is good. I think that's actually something I'm missing. I might actually have to add that. Because I talk about how to build all these new things, but then I don't talk about like how to put them together properly. And how to build your second transition, and like balanced mansion, and stuff like that, and multiple stacking a whole bunch. And like how to play at the top. Oh yeah, because I talk about how to play at the top and stuff here, and I talk about how to make big chains here. Yeah, okay, I think there might be an in-between here that I'm missing. About like how to chain really efficiently, and looking for ways how to stop cutting your chains, how like when to use buffer Puyos, and again second transition, and how to... Okay, I think that's actually very important. Good information. Even I didn't make a 15 yet, right? Feel like before looking onto the opponent's foot, getting 15 would be needed to be called an expert? Yes, that makes sense. Because I've talked about this before, and that's why I'm learning how to chain right now. It feels weird to say that, but I am still learning how to chain. Because if I can't get 15 chains without thinking, basically, then I can't look at my opponent while trying to make a 15 chain, because otherwise I'm going to die. So I need to be able to like sort of easily make 15 chains. Because that's been fine for me about 12, 13 chains. I can easily make 12, 13 chains now. So I can do that against opponents. But, like, that's why there's a plateau, right? The amount that you're comfortable getting, and you can easily do in solo, you can do in real matches. If you can easily get a 10 chain, you can easily 10 chain in a match. 100%. Right? Or you can start dedicating brain power to learning how to attack and defend, but you'll like cap out at 10 chain. So if you can cap out at 15, then you'll also cap out at 15 in actual games. And that's why I can't get 15s in real games. So I think that's interesting. Not at all optimized even in solo, right? Haven't been able to make 15. Active always blues about how I need to do 16 and keep before doing GTR. I think there's a point to be made. 12, 13 at most I can do in that rely on luck. Yeah, that makes sense. Type of players aggressive defensive. I think that will be somewhere here as well. Like, this later section isn't exactly fleshed out yet because it's stuff that's kind of new for Western players, which is why I want to talk a lot about it. But like, I'm still thinking a lot about how I should phrase it because I'm going to be like one of the first players to actually bring it up. I think Dan's done some stuff on it, but I'll have to check. I'll probably get some information from him because he's one of the most experienced players when it comes to like attacking opponents and stuff. He's been doing it for a while. Paragraph about Shido style bullying. Yeah, okay, so you want something like that. I did talk about this here. When I talk about Kumachom style rushes and DDR Dan's rushes, I think that relates to Shido and stuff and aggressive players and stuff. I think that's actually kind of fits in there. No, don't say actives, right? I don't want the keys. More like the hook trauma. What's a troll player? I guess it's just like ones that just rush a whole bunch and do silly stuff. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, like 4 triple A's. Yeah, 4 chain ACs. When you're not meant to go for 4 chain ACs, but you do anyway and you win because you're Shido. Yeah, stuff like that. Because Shido just rushes a bunch. Not just rushes a bunch, but like a lot of the time in tournaments and stuff you'll see like that. Are you saying I'm just a troll? What? You build actual chains, boo. I don't see you going for 4 chain all clears like Shido does. Shido's another... Shido's interesting. Ah boy. Okay, wait, not here. No, if you're talking about your like mid-game 3 chains, that's just playing mid-game properly. A trickster, right? Other subject type of players, the precise that chain length, complexity of patterns, observation, and speed is mainly the criteria to categorize these players, and there are some matchups that exist. I think that makes sense as well. But even I don't understand playstyles that much. Like that's still kind of a foggy area for me, which is crazy. Back when I was making my first tutorial series, I couldn't play max speed yet. I think I say that in the videos. Like, I'm like, oh, even I can't play max speed yet. I can play max speed now, but I don't know what, like, player archetypes? I always forget how to say that word. Archetypes, right? What is it, archetypes? No, it's archetypes, right? Playstyles is something you need to define yourself. Yeah. And being able to identify patterns in opponent's gameplay, that's one thing that I'm slowly working on. Like, I think I'm starting to get the hang of that, but like, finding patterns in the way that your opponents attack you and stuff, and the way that you do, is something that higher level players can find out of you, but I can't do it out of other people yet, or even myself. I don't know the consistency in my playstyle, which is why I need to analyze my replays better. I need to do that more, so I can learn. It's something I need to work on. Sorry, shower time? Enjoy the shower. Puyo Camp article that said there's a dragon tiger and style players. Very nunny, I need to see that. Wondered about if it's possible to create some AI mimicking some players. I wonder. If you have that knowledge, maybe you can. Oh, just let me quickly grab my phone. It'll be done charging by now. Just in case anything comes up there. Hope that wasn't too loud. You can, but you would need a lot of reference data? Yeah, definitely need a lot of reference data. During test, if an AI would be smart enough to fool a player to play against another. Who knows? Hashtag anime Puyo. That would be something. Finally school is over. You're nice. Good job, you did it. Woo. So, okay. I think we've gotten where we want to about this discussion, right? I need to start work on the second tutorial, I think. Unless there was anything else to cover. I mean, there was no direction anyway, but like, I was wondering, if there's anything else you want to ask Cyril, feel free to. It is good to discuss these things. Otherwise, I think work. We gotta get to work. We already had Megalovania. Alright, I think we're ready to really start working the second thing. Okay, we're going to be discussing how to make chains. Is there anything else I need to say to introduce the video, or is that like enough? It always feels weird because I feel like I need a proper introduction, but maybe that's just essays. Because like, you open the video, you're like, in this video we're going to be discussing how to make chains. You just jump into it right after that, is that okay? Because at least it's kind of led into the... Oh, with the previous tutorial I kind of led into it. But here it's like question mark... Should be fine? Alright, cool. Breaking it down, there are two ways to form chains. Horizontally, and vertically. Okay, so I want to open chain sim, but I don't know if it'll lag stuff. Ugh, give me a moment. Maybe if I, whoopsies, I just deleted the overlay for a moment. Maybe if I like stop the capture for stuff for a moment, it'll help it lag. I mean, not lag as much. Let me quickly open the chain sim, and then I'll get it aligned as well. Okay, now that that's there, it shouldn't lag stuff out. Okay. So, okay, this is how I'll probably demonstrate. So, this is vertical, right? Because it falls on top. And then, oops, I forgot you don't need it. And then this is horizontal, right? Because it just falls next to it. Making them like long bars will probably make it really easy to visualize. Yoshi's hiding some Puyos? No! Sir, I'm not hiding anything. Hold on, what is this? Video structure should be 2-minute long 3D animated intro, 10-minute long introduction, 30 seconds of actual content? Oh, obviously. 30 minutes of don't forget to subscribe. Honestly. Yeah, I do want to make sure I'm cutting to the chase with a lot of these. I don't want to drag this out and make people waste their time, right? And then it's easier to like skip through the video to parts that you want to if it's shorter as well, because then there's like specific examples that you get to. So I guess there's nothing wrong with it. Alright, so that's the thing. And the sponsor. Who's sponsoring me? What, Sega? As if. Ad revenue? You're right though. Maybe one day. Anyway, I know that I'm gonna do that, so it's okay. We'll insert use here. While this is mentioned. I think I did this in the first story. I just made a note for myself. This is like that's where the storyboarding will come in, and we'll do that. But like for now, that's okay. You know, I wonder if I could just do scripting the story. No, I want to polish the script first, just in case. The question is... Also, hi, welcome back to the next. What, is the food good? Have you gotten some food? Did you find food? You know what, speaking of food, I have some chocolates here. I'm gonna have one right now. I want chocolate. PPT2 after the update, are the animations lag resolved? They are actually... That was loud. They are perfectly resolved now. No animation lag, even in Skill Battle and Big Bang. The lag from that is no longer around. It's really good. Didn't say I'm back? It's okay. I figured it out. Ate a hot dog. It was a good almost 1 AM snack. You're good. That's pretty good. Nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, this update fixed that. It fixed some of the item cards effects weren't working, so now they're working too. I'm glad that like Sega's actually working on fixing things. They're not completely blind to what they're doing. I've said it before, I don't think PPT2 was ready for release. If they'd released the game now, it would have been ready. Like, this actually would have been great, but it's whatever. Ferrero chocolates? Ferrero chocolates, also. I don't know. I kind of just want to eat them myself. These are really good. Sure. I'm nice enough. Food stream? No, that's Ernix's job. He'll stream him and his noodles. Hey, I said I'd share. I said I would. Yeah, noodle stream, of course. Question is, how do you set this up in the first place? Let's walk through it. Oh, let's step through it? I don't know. First up, you want to make a group of 3 Puyos. Been looking at the wrong Git branch for who knows long. Oh no, Bruno, crying. From here, you want to make sure not to clear this group immediately. Group immediately. Instead, the next time I can use these words. Merge formatting. The next time the color of that group appears, place the piece above or next to the group such that the other color is blocking the single from the group. It'll make sense when I storyboard it, and I think when I show it in the video it'll make more sense. The wording sounds weird, but the video will make it clearer. Yeah, that makes sense. This process is bam, a 2-chain. Black sneezy. Let's review that clip and toss in some terminology. I did like part of the scripting in the descriptions for these. Like, I could have just said, I guess it's for me to understand it when I was writing the script, but honestly, I kind of did just write it. In this case, the insert color. Oh, hold on. The group of Gonna go? Good luck with the writing. Thank you, Sibel. Thanks for hanging out. It was good having you. Good luck with your stuff in the tournament too. I'll grab another chocolate. Once you start, you can't stop. We also have like a billion ice blocks or ice creams as well that my mum bought. Like, she came home the other day and she just had like this huge box of like, no, a huge bunch of boxes of ice cream. I'm like, why do you have so much ice cream? It was the most bizarre thing. We'd never had like that. Our freezer is chock full of just ice cream. It's so weird. Or ice blocks. The tournament, there's Friday night Puyo tomorrow morning, although I guess you're not playing. Ah. You know, I never wake up early enough for it, but I can. When exactly does it even... It's not even that early, is it? Why don't I play in it? I feel kind of bad. It gives me a chance to play in something, right? Because I don't play in the monthlies. How long from now does it start? Maybe I'll join for once. Wish I had that much ice cream, just email me your fridge. Of course. 12:30 your time? No way. Is it because I'm usually eating lunch then? I forget. Man, okay. In that case, I'll just wake up and see if I'm around early enough. I usually don't check. Okay, if it's 12 hours from now, yeah, you're right. Okay. I'll make an effort. What's how I was? Not awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I should join in. That's the single. So this will be like after I record the actual thing. I'll fill in the blanks for the words. Bleh. Give me a moment. I'm dying. You ever just die? It's the shop theme. Hi. Underrated theme. With that out of the way. Go look at. A larger chain with this process. Then we block it with this. Make that a group of 3. And then complete the link. And then we complete the trigger. Alright. So now it's the trigger. Man, dying is not nice. You know what? I think I just need more water. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry for dying. I think I'm okay. It's more Deltarune battle music. Epic. Um... Hmm... But then we... Yeah, I like the wording here. Build the current trigger introducing your trigger. The blah, turning the old trigger into a link. I also now want to know what's in your playlist. There's a bunch of stuff. Only throwing terminology explaining an example 2, not before example. Ah, is that so? In that case... In that case. Let's... Oh. And then we complete the final group. And then complete this. Making a 3-chain. Group of 3 green Puyo, but then we have another green Puyo, we use the red to block. Then we put the reds and the greens for the place. Oh, yeah, that's what I did here. Right, I did the 2-chain with it, I introduced the terminology, then I did the 3-chain. But I think you're right in saying that I should do the 3-chain, then do another 3, or maybe a 4-chain with the terminology that we just introduced to you. Or should I actually, no, I think it would be better if I split this up by doing the 2-chain, the 3-chain, and then... There we go. Do the 3-chain, then introduce the terminology. Okay. I think that makes sense. Then you do the further chains of that. Beginning the question is, I suppose that it's talking in general, like next time, the color of that group is. Oh, okay. So, in that case, I should be doing the insert color here first. Oh, the thing is, I'm highlighting it in the video. Yeah, okay. No, I should explicitly be talking about the colors though. This group of... hold on. In this example, we made a group of... Next time the green Puyo appears, block it with the red. In general, next time a Puyo of your color group appears, block it with another color. Right. So should we be specific straight here? Or is this also okay? Oh, what you're typing now is okay? Okay. Not to clear this group means. The next time the color of that group appears. The next time the color of that group appears. We mean blah here. Okay, I think that clears things up a bit more. It's still messy because, again, we don't have a specific example. Because when I boot up the game, I don't know what colors I'm wanting. Unless I just restart over and over until I get the specific colors I want, but... Oh, we'll see. We shall see. You know what, I've been eating another chocolate. I may have choked before, but I think it's fine. We'll be alright. I don't want these to get become expired as well, so I always forget to eat chocolates. I leave them lying around and then I don't eat them. It's so bad. So these expire. Oh, 13 or 8. Never mind. They expire in ages away. Looks better. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for that. That's important. That'll not being too confused. I think this even sounds confusing to read, which is kind of annoying. But I know that again once we get the visuals, it's gonna be way better. Mood. Is this about the food or about writing this? I'll take any chance I can get to eat. Some instant ramen. Oh, about the food. Yeah. I bought several months ago and I just found out it expired. It happens. It happens to all my sweets and stuff though. I eat it when I get it and then I forget about it. I see it in the house and I'm like, oh, it's cool. But then when I look for snacks, I forget they exist as well. And then I just stop looking for snacks, which is kind of a good thing if I was not fat. Oh yeah. You told it left. We learned how much Yoshi likes snacks to be fair, all of us do. I want to snack more. How's this squish meant to work, huh? Yeah. Who doesn't like snacks? I just need more food in my life. So I think as I've mentioned, a lot of the later videos will just start being examples. This is definitely not as long, right? Look at this. This is probably the longest one, the introduction one. Maybe the mid-game one's longer, but this one's really long. But these ones will all be examples, because I'll spend time building 3 chains again, 4 chain, 5 chain. Does that mean I can make Yoshi draw for me if I give him a snack? Wait, what? Why does that relate to it? Is this because I'm writing stuff because I'm snacking, or? I'm so confused, what's the context? You know, I may as well finish eating this row. See, this is how you coerce yourself into eating. I would be leaving this one last chocolate out of this row if I don't eat it, and it would be very unsatisfying. What Puyo is the tutorial for? It's for Tsu. Competitive Tsu. But I forgot to add this to the list. I'm also gonna add a original Puyo video in the bonus videos. Because I've got a Fever one, a Puyo vs Tetris one, and I'll add a original Puyo one as well. But I haven't like set up the hyperlink and stuff, so I don't want to yet. I'll get around to that. No, I will. Wish there was a more in-depth guide for Fever. Yeah, that we're lacking in one entirely. There is none. But like, I know a lot about how to play Fever. Like, it's stuff that I think people should know. And like, specifically how the mode works too. A lot of people just don't understand the specifics of how it works. But it's so useful to know. Also, hi, Kenya. I don't know if I said hi. Hello. Gotta go now, Yosh? Alright, thanks for hanging out, boo. Hopefully you had a good time. Have a great rest of the day. Love you too, buddy. Oh man, I ripped this. Like, not the right way. Oh yeah. There are a ton more to Fever. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to consider. Like, there's a reason it can be played, like, semi-competitively. Easy, turning out 1,000 words for someone else, hard turning out 100 words for myself. It's true. Whenever we're talking to each other, we just ramble on and on. But you do it for yourself and it just doesn't work. Life isn't that easy. This rapper is so weird. Ah, got stuck to my finger. I just tried to do like 2 except for a bit of stuff like making groups of 3 to get a Fever. Yeah, that makes sense. But there's so much to it. So much to consider. So that guide will like be very in-depth. I'll teach like all the basic rules and stuff, and then I'll talk about strategy for it, which should be very useful. Man, how do I even open this wrapper properly? I don't even know how I was meant to. I'm just gonna rip it, like in the middle, and hopefully it doesn't spill everywhere. Oh, I should be careful. This one has topping, so it can spill. I'll try not to make it spill by just shoving it in my mouth. If you don't eat messy food by like shoving it all in your mouth at once so that you don't spill any of it, then what are you doing? Particularly advanced guide for Fever would probably even talk about chain powers and drop sets and compare characters. I think that's important to do as well. But I guess mainly too fast. Yeah, I do want to do it sooner rather than later. I think it's some very fun territory to explore, which is why I think once I'm done with beginner stuff, then I think I'll do the Fever video and then do it hop into intermediate. It doesn't technically have to be between anywhere, but I like don't really know where to slot it in, because it'll take just as long as the other videos, if not longer. Haha, sooner than later. So funny. We are hilarious. Consider getting some rest because it's not fun being sick. Ah, yeah. That's a good idea. Feel better soon, Arcania. That sucks. Speaking of tutorial video, remember to put text and arrows and circles show different forms. Yeah. See, I don't video edit. Void is doing the video editing, and the first tutorial is like perfect. It's like, this is exactly how I would have wanted it. He highlighted stuff and like drew arrows and everything exactly like I wanted, and it was just, it's so good. It's so good. Don't worry. It'll be really good. Wait till you see that first video. I'm so excited to show the world that first one, because it is so much better than my old one. So much better. The production quality is just wee. When I thought the cold inside my sleep. I love this song. So nice. Let's continue extending to make a larger chain. Okay, so when I say horizontally focused and vertically focused, I think what I'll do is like, for example, the horizontally focused one will be like, or the vertically focused one will be like this. Probably something dodgy like this. Oops. It obviously not like, it doesn't have to be explicitly like this, but like this sort of thing. I think I'll build something like this and it'll make it really obvious, right? You do this, you block it, you set up your group of 3, you block it, you set up your group of 3, you block, right? Like this is very easy to understand, I think. For the vertical ones, it's gonna be a bit tougher. Probably be just more like, oh, your giant Yoshi picture on the stream is covering the bottom left corner of the screen. Ah, typical of me, being so big that I just cover part of the screen. Right, hold on, I'll do it up here. Hi! Maybe you do, Malachi. I mean, Carrick's talking about how I'm covering the screen, so there you go. I guess I am here. Hey, Malachi. Welcome. This is what I was showing off. You do the whole, like, you do the group of 3, block it, group of 3, block it, group of 3, block it. It doesn't, again, have to take this specific shape, but this is how I'll be showing it, like, vertical focus chaining, and then horizontally I'll probably just, like, do this. You can't really do much vertical, horizontal stuff for long. Yeah. You can make like a 4 chain maybe, if you like do stairs sort of. I guess that's what I'll do. Because I said I wanted like sneakily include stairs, which would be funny. But yeah. Alright, let's see. I just opened the book and reread the first subsection, runner senses everywhere. At least you're seeing them. First key to improvement. Finding stream with no lag on Twitch. Yo, what the heck? Is your internet better? Your computer? You have a new computer? What's going on here? What happened, Malachi? What happened? How did this happen? That's so exciting. Let's see. We have PPT2 now. Okay, so honestly, I don't really know how I can phrase this until I make the video. Like, it'll be specifically focused on like what I make for the video, so I don't think I can really script this. Like, this part doesn't really need to be scripted, I don't think. Right? Does that make sense? So, like, I need to like build the 4 chain and the 5 chain, and then I'll write the script for it. I think actually, you know what? That's probably okay. I build the chains and then I write the script based on like what I did in the chain. Maybe I'll make this a live segment. This part I could just record and speak during it to make it more natural. Like, that might be the easiest way to do it. Considering I don't know how else I would write this part. Keep source formatting, but make it like it's not 12. Whee! Low to be scripted after recording. What's happening here? I just fiddled with some stuff on OBS, but yeah, earlier I was just trying my Twitch receipts, super exciting. Oh, that's awesome! Fiddled with some stuff on OBS. It's the way to do it. Nice! Ooh, this is on stream, is he? Def, want to record your chains first then script? Yeah. Better to just have pointers on what you're going to do with your chains. Right, and I guess that's sort of what I'll be going for. I might make like 4 chains or something, like 2 4 chains and a 5 chain. Oh, okay, well maybe 4. 3 chains then. Because I'll do like a left to right one, a right to left one, and then like whatnot. I think that's okay. And this is an important note as well, like stuff that doesn't help you, you can just like shove it on the side. Or you can like group it with current key Puyos. Any replays of legendary players we or archived in any social media, saved replay YouTube videos? Not me personally, but I know there's YouTube channels that like have hoarded like Puyo Pop Fever PC versus videos that I go to. I have like 2 of them. I'm subbed to 2 of them, so I like saved 2 of them to look back on. I think one of them was Nico Importer. I don't remember the other one. So many cool videos. It's not recent, but like it's still that sort of thing. Very cool. That's a Nico Importer. If you want to look that one up. If you're looking just for like a place, it has so much old stuff. I want to include stairs, it's funny. But then the idea is honestly good. And then I'm gonna make a note of it, and then honestly this script is almost done, like pretty much. It's way shorter. It kind of scares me that it's so short, but again, I think this will kind of take up a lot of the time. And if it ends up just being like 5 minutes, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it being short, right? You don't need to pad out the video. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave these dot points here for myself, just so that I can, you know, more easily put this in instead of having to tab. Okay. That last chain we made was actually using a fixed form. A repeatable form. Okay, you know, I can do this. That can be used to create chains more consistently. We'll actually be tackling this in the next video. For now, try to get the hang of using the blocking method. To create some simple chains. Aim for making 4 chains if you can. It should definitely come in handy for showing instances of chain models. What should? Oh, as in like pro play videos? Yeah, I can do that like later on, especially with mid-game stuff. When I'm talking about mid-game, I'm gonna have to use pro gameplay 100%. So this makes me happy. The script looks really cool though. Thank you. Alright. A few ways you can practice by going into following modes. If we actually confirm that or not, I should be able to do that. I should be able to tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening. Why not? Okay, it's going into endless queer or mini queer in queer Tetris 1 or 2. Where it'll simply let you play freely. With a larger board. And this Puyo does always have speed up, yeah. Want to commit to a rough estimate on start time or not? Because I'll have to go to church, I have to go have dinner. Not go have dinner, and then I'll have to have dinner, and then that brings us to like 9? Maybe 9? Then I'll have a shower as well. I don't know when I'll shower tomorrow. Maybe it'll be early in the day anyway. Maybe 9? Maybe 9. 9 my time, so maybe. Solo bus if you change the settings. Yes, I was going to mention that one as well, actually. Mini Puyo who Tetris 1 or 2 or similar. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's Puyo, mini Puyo. Modes. Or to use Puyo champions. Challenge mode. Where you can set a goal score or a time limit. You can also practice. Actually, you can. Additionally, you can also practice with a friend. Using the challenge mode option in multiplayer, locally or online, in Puyo Tetris 2, and selecting endless Puyo. Another to practice with no pressure of the game speeding up is a Ren Sim, which is a site that'll be linked in the description. And that's where like no gravity will matter and you can rewind and everything. There we go. Hold on a moment. Quickly BRB? BRB, no problem. Usually got a verse at a chain limit. Yeah, did I mention that in the previous video? If not, I might do it here. I'm playing for 9, sounds good. Better than endless mini code, because yeah, that's right, speed. And option to endless mode to disable speed up, that would be great. And rewind, like in Chronicle. People in the Puyo community have friends, look at that widespread bullying. You're so mean. Do Vars with a decently high minimum chain? Yeah. I think Challenge Vars is great though. So I may as well shout it out, because it's a very useful training tool now. Alright, I've got to pee quickly. I'll be back in a moment. Although we're almost done with the script pretty much. Like the very early draft. Dr. Mario. Greedy 2 lets you even set minimum 20? Yeah, that's right. Hello there. Yoshi cute? Yes. What? You mean no? I am back. I had to go pee. Time to drink some water. Great. Anyway. It was fine. Pee pee pee. That's pretty much it though. I guess I can finish off. How did I finish the last one? Came at the end. I mean, we might stick around for a little longer to discuss things, but yeah, we'll see. Hey, Electra. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? This ended up taking a fair amount, so we're at like 500 now. Hi, hi. Let's see. That's all for today's video, though. Oh my gosh, I keep... YouTuber moment. Doing alright, though I'm extremely tired. Aw. Didn't sleep well. That's all for now, though. Get to work on that chaining. Didn't get much sleep? Ah, I see. Hopefully you get enough rest soon enough. Get to work on that chaining. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, I think that's our basic script, our very early draft. I think that covers what we want, right? That's the main thing. Like, it's just putting my planning from the doc into, like, words. And a lot of it already is, like, done properly. Pretty properly. And, again, more of this is going to need recording stuff to add onto this part of the script, which means it's, like, pretty incomplete. Which means that the recording stuff might come earlier. Might just end up coming earlier. Honestly, okay, so about the planning stuff, a lot of that was kind of just like setting myself a standard leading up to uni, because that's the problem, like, when uni kicks in I won't have as much time, which is why I really want to, like, why I said a week to do things, because in the holidays, right, I have so much time, I could just do stuff at any point, and that's why I think I'll get myself way ahead. Like, maybe not way ahead, but like a fair amount ahead during this month. But once uni kicks in, yeah, I'll be like, I will just be dedicating a couple hours per week, if even, right? Like an hour or two per week. Setting that time aside so that I can work on stuff. And again, having that schedule is going to help me motivate myself to make sure that I'm staying on track. But yeah, done with all these reports. My head's a Puyo now. Still not done with work for today though. Oh no. Dedicating too much time to uni. Nah, it's more like, it's not even uni itself, it's just like the uni work, it's just the existence of it will make me like, oh, I have free time, I'll just stream. Or something. Which is what I did a lot of anyway. And even now I'm doing it. Or like I'm doing other stuff. Oh gosh, I'm too busy, but I'm not. I just feel weird about it. Like I'm not even doing much, but I am. I just feel like I don't have enough time. Guess it's just inevitable. Hey, you know what though? I made it so that in my for my uni schedule, I have a 3-day weekend. I do not go on Mondays, so that's exciting. Are you doing what we forced antennas through? Oh, as in like doing planning your day every day, or for each day? not even, but I always feel like I have enough to do. I mean, maybe it'll be easier to like stick to certain tasks if I do that, but like I always feel like I'm filling out my day with like the stuff that I want to be doing. It's hard to say. I think stuff like this that's more long term is gonna help me out with like projects and stuff though that I need to do. Get ready to live without you. Oh, I thought you need to sleep anyway. Oh, you mean when uni starts up? I do, yeah. There's that. I think we're good. I think we're good. Covered everything that we wanted in this bit. Don't apologize, boo. No, sorry. Or I'll have to like get right onto bully or something. Question mark. Sounds a little bit loud. Good theme though. Maybe upstairs coming up. Alright, cool. I think that was some really good stuff today. Like, just feels good that we got all of this and the scheduling done. Had some good discussions. I think that's one of the things, right? Like this like semi-talky stream, where like we can just vibe, where we're not setting up topics and stuff. We just talk. That's the sort of thing that I've like always been pretty chill with, and thought was cool. And I've talked about this before. Like it's happened at the end of like tournaments or like just random Puyo streams every now and then. We just like I end up not like sticking around for like another half hour and just talking. But like I know I couldn't really dedicate a stream to it because I don't think it would really draw people in the first place. Whereas something like this, it gives us a basis and then we work from there. But there's not too many things like this for me right now that would really facilitate that, I guess. So I don't know, but it's fun. Hugs. Half hour combined with the Yoshi multiplayer. Ah, yes. All the multiplayer. You stream few days skip? When was the last time? I streamed yesterday. Are you crazy, Kara? It's a casual talking show. That's true actually. That would be one of the points where we would just be talking anyway. Casual talking in the same sentence. Bruno. Yeah, I streamed yesterday. And like the day before. And then I had a small gap. I didn't see you stream. Well, maybe you should get your eyes checked. Because I can suddenly see it. No, it's okay. I need to get my eyes checked too. That was a self-roast because I need to get my eyes checked. Anyway. Begin talking here. Backslash and talking. Nice. Does that work? Maybe. Not coming yesterday? It was the other time, right? Yeah, nighttime stream fair. Hey, getting my eyes checked? What is it that you don't like? Eyes blinking the wrong moments? Really? Oh, rip. Syntax scary. That looks okay, and I know like some stuff, like all the like just I know the stuff that's in equation editor, right? Oh, it's been a while since I used it. I'll probably remember stuff. Backslash everything, slash things, up, down, left, right, question mark, exclamation mark. Scary part is the preamble. Sounds about right. There's one language I forgot its name that instead of it's for you for or used. So goofy. What a wild world we live in. We can get scared by like just a couple symbols. So funny. PPT characters to PPT? Kinda. Not really. The animations are way different between each game, so not really. Is there something else for the interpolation? Oddly specific. Oh, gotta love going against grain. The standard preamble and add to it, and and then for every subsequent document, you just keep adding to it, and then realize you don't actually need a graph drawing library most of the time. I see how it is. It's like all the setup stuff, but you don't need the setup after a while here. So one of the few things you probably couldn't, yeah. You can add the voices and stuff though easily. No, it's not possible to directly port them. You'd have to redo a lot of stuff. The voices you can, but not the other stuff. It would require a decent bit of coding knowledge to not only make them well, but keep their current animations functional. Yeah, it again, like, they're really nice and really pretty now, and they put a lot of work into it, but you can't really, it's harder to replicate them now. Oh, PPC to PPT. Again, the animations are different though. Graphics and sounds are easy. The animations are what you need to... Again, like, that's the main thing. Animations are the big thing. Strange clue to PPT. Oh, well, I mean... Wait, you mean like the original PPT? Because, I mean, the second game just got a DLC release where they literally, like, put him into the game. And that's different because Sega did it. But if you mean in the first game, that's different. And he wasn't in Puyo Champions. Small bit under the field animation. Can you pull PPT animations PPT 2? Ooh, I wonder if they did them any differently. Again, it just depends on how Sega handled them. It's very mysterious. I'm sure the people who are in the modding team would be able to answer these questions, though. I'm not the person to ask, Kara. Yeah, PPT2 included the strange clue. In the recent update. In yesterday's update. Well, I guess the day before, if you're being funny with time zones. Or not time zones even, but like the day. Because it is... technically the 6th right now. Try dragging favorite files around? Yeah, maybe. It's a possibility. Just thinking of who to host, or, raid. We could probably raid Wiz. He's power leveling Rafsel and Strange Klug. So he'll probably be doing raid battles with everyone, I imagine. Just one batters give me the dragon dog. Give us all the dragons at once. Doppel. But she's dead. She faded into nothingness. Alright, anyway, I don't think there was anything else to cover, really. This is what we wanted to do, and I don't... this one's a bit of an oddball again. I could do some more of the storyboarding. Oh, I could make a start the storyboarding, it's hard to say. Maybe I'll start doing the recording stuff at some point, and then later this week. Whether that's like literally on Sunday or Monday or something. It might not even be that much later, but like soonish we'll get around to doing the this part of the scripting. I'll do the recording for it, and that'll also set us up for later on when we do more of the recording, and we'll have this part done already. Easy peasy. Yeah, no, this video shouldn't be a long one. Don't think it will be. That Puyo drama CD that had Doppelwall and explain what happened to her? Oh, really? PPC didn't have Doppelwall? PPC had just All and Valkyrie All. No, the ad revenue. So sad, right? All the ad revenue that I'd be getting from what is it? YouTube. So funny. Ah, they said? Hold on, I must have missed that. No, PPC doesn't have Doppel. What? PPC only had normal. I don't know if you're reading the right places, Kara. What Doppel Owl? It's just normal Owl. There's Valkyrie Owl, I guess. The only game that has Doppel Owl is Puyo. Yeah, I guess. What? Huh. Oh. Oh, do you mean it's the icons? Her icon is in the game. I'm pretty sure. Okay, her icon is probably in the game. But she's, as a character, is not in the game. There you go. I just remembered the icons have like 1 billion characters in them. Be awake early for a review stream with MHO. Ah, yes, the fun review streams. Have fun with that, Xanax. Maybe the icon. I don't know. Kara probably thought the icons were just. I guess. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be doing normal streaming. We're going to be playing a bunch of PPT2. Actually going to be able to play in ranked matches, I think, which will be fun. And maybe some Puyo champions. We might just grind some Puyo as well, and maybe we'll find some matches on the way and whatnot. But yeah, it's been fun hanging out, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for like just kind of hanging out and helping out with everything. I think it was really nice to discuss all these things that we did. Yes, the Friday Night Puyo if I'm awake as well. That will be fun. Double mod for PPC? Or at least like... maybe PPC. I'm not sure about PPC. But every character's modded into Puyo Boss, so there's that. So there's that. Anyway, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll have fun. And I'll catch you guys for that. For now though, I'm gonna hand you guys over to Wiz, who as I said is power leveling his, I think, some of the new characters. Who does he have? He has Rafisol, Squares, and Strange Clue. So there's that. It's ultra easy? Yeah, that's fair. I just don't know if anyone's gotten around specifically doing Doppel. Hard to say. Anyhow, yeah, I'll see you guys for that. For now though, as always, I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. And of course, I hope you all have a great rest of the day or night. I love you guys. And... let me just check. It does have a comfortable W. I'll see you all next time. Good night. That makes sense, lecturer. Alright, time for the... bye-bye!